In this quick video, I'm going to share with you the two big reasons why your customers and clients will buy from you and why they don't. Hey, this is Abong Eka, Prince of Pricing and Prospecting, international best-selling author, the founder of Economics Academy, and Eka Digital Media. Now, this is something that a lot of small businesses struggle with, and they always ask me this question when I speak to their sales teams or entrepreneurs or even service-based entrepreneurs. There's actually two reasons why people buy from you. And if you understand these two reasons, you have a better chance of positioning your product and your service in a way that resonates with a prospect, your clients, and your customers, and they no longer focus on price. The two reasons why people buy from you is to get a desired result or to solve a problem. And a lot of times those two things are the same. Anything you can think of, any profession, anytime somebody spends money, it's because they want a desired result or they want to solve a problem. When you go to a restaurant, there's a desired result that they want. And there's also a problem that needs to be solved. The first example could be they're hungry, right? And now the question then becomes well, Abong, if they're hungry, they can just go anywhere that's cheaper. They can go to fast food. But the desired result that they want is not fast food or a hamburger. What they really want is maybe fine dining, or there's something that they like, or maybe they have a dietary restriction. There's always an opportunity to go nuance, to find out what that customer actually wants and what motivates them. For example, I share this a similar experience to when I spoke to a group of realtors, and they said, well, people just want to buy and sell houses. They want to buy a house, they want to sell a house. No, here's a deeper, nuanced point that I think a lot of you realtors and mortgage brokers need to think about and focus on. If you focus on these 2 points, you have a better chance of positioning yourself as an expert in your space. So when somebody buys a house, they're not just buying the house, and it's not just about price. And the reason why I know that is because if it was about price, people wouldn't buy $2 million homes. They wouldn't buy $1 million homes. They wouldn't buy $800,000, $700,000 homes. They would buy the cheapest home they could find in an area. And a lot of those houses still exist. And in many cases, in many cities, those houses aren't moving because there's a reason why they're so cheap. You get it? So when somebody wants to buy a house, they're thinking about the commute to their work and their job. They're thinking about the kitchen that their wife or husband loves. They're thinking about the school district in which they can send their kids. They're thinking about the ability to live down the street from their parents or their in-laws because they have young children. They're thinking about having a bigger house because they have more family members coming. You understand what I'm saying? There's always a nuanced reason as to why we do things. And if you're thinking about what position they're coming from as a desired result or a problem that they need to have solved, you have a better chance of figuring out how you can serve them. And if you can give them the solution that they need and the solution that they want, they're going to sign with you regardless of the price. And that's exactly how it is in any profession you can think of, any business that's out there, anything that you sell. If you want to compete on price, what ends up happening is very simple. It's a race to the bottom. You end up competing with the Amazons of the world, the Walmarts of the world, and the dollar stores of the world. Do you want to buy your groceries at dollar stores? No. There's a reason why Whole Foods is always packed, and some of the cheap places aren't. People care about different things, and there's nuance to what they care about. So when you're sitting in front of somebody and you're talking to them about their needs and what they want, there's a surface level, but actually ask enough questions to figure out specifically what they're looking for. What results do they want? If you come from a result-focused proposal, a result-focused perspective, they will start to believe that you're the person that can solve their problem. And if they don't think that, they'll find somebody else that does. And there's so many people in all the industries that I work with that have that same issue. So if you're looking to learn more about how you can create content, not only in the digital space, but also from when you're doing your sales and from your pricing, just give us a quick call. We'd love to have a conversation with you. For everybody who's new, we do these free strategy sessions to answer a lot of their questions and actually give them a different perspective, a different insight. So what you saw today or all the other videos that you've seen is exactly very similar to what we do in a strategy session, where we kind of pick and figure out specifically who you're targeting and why you're targeting them and come up with some strategy to move forward. That's the biggest way to do it. And more importantly, look, If people say price is the issue, it's not the issue. The reality is we haven't provided enough value to show you that price is no longer part of the equation. When you show enough value, price no longer becomes part of the equation. There's always a level in which somebody's willing to exceed, and you've overpaid for everything in your life. As you watch this right now, just think about it for a second. You're probably laughing as I said that, and your spouse or significant other probably says the same thing. You overpay for everything. We all do. People will overpay for things if they find value in them. Your goal as a professional, as a business owner, as a service provider, is to find out what they really value and exceed their expectations of the value. They will gladly give you money, and they'll line up every single month to write you a check. Yeah.